Sexual activity is a highly personal and private matter, and there are no universally reliable physical or behavioral signs that can definitively indicate whether a woman has been sexually active or not. The idea of determining someone's sexual activity based on physical signs is a myth rooted in societal misconceptions and outdated beliefs about human body, particularly the female body. In this video, I'll share the various myths, misconceptions, and psychological realities surrounding the idea that there are identifiable signs a woman has not been sexually active. Also explore the cultural and society influences that perpetuate this myth, as well as the emotional and psychological aspects tied to sexual activity. In this video as well, we'll cover the following topics. The first one is the myth of the virgin and hymen. The second one we'll look into is physical misconception about sexual activity. The third one is psychological and emotional consideration. We'll also look at cultural and societal influence on sexual activity myths. The fifth one is the impact of not being sexually active on the body. Then the sixth one will look at the reality of individual differences in sexual experiences. Number 7 on the list is how to have open and respectful conversation about sexual activity. Then we'll conclude it with breaking the stigma and promoting understanding. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome to Female Affairs with Fulu, where everything related to female affairs and matters of the heart are shared. Do well to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell to be notified of a new video. Then are not left out. There is always something for everyone. It is important to understand that this video is like a guide that aims to address the myths and provide an informed understanding of what being sexually active or not truly means for women. One of the most pervasive myths surrounding women's sexual activity is the belief that the state of a woman's hymen can indicate whether she has been sexually active. This misconception is often tied to the idea of virginity and whether a woman is engaged in penetrative sex. The hymen is a thin membrane that partially covers the opening of the vagina in many, but not all women at birth. Contrary to popular belief, the hymen does not break or tear during the first instance of vaginal intercourse. The hymen can stretch or change shape for various reasons unrelated to sexual activity, including physical activities like exercise, tampon use, or simply growing older. The idea that an intact hymen equals virginity is a myth. In fact, some women are born with little or no hymenal tissue, while others may have hymens that remain unchanged despite engaging in sexual activity. It is impossible to tell whether a woman has been sexually active based on the state of her hymen. Another thing we look at is the cultural and historical root of the virginity myth. The concept of virginity has historically been used as a marker of purity and morality, particularly for women. Societal standards have long placed value on a woman's virginity before marriage, leading to harmful myths about the hymen and physical sides of sexual activity. This belief is especially prevalent in certain cultures and have contributed to the stigma and pressure surrounding a woman's sexual history. The next one is the physical misconception about sexual activity. There are various other misconceptions surrounding the physical signs that allegedly indicate whether a woman has been sexually active. Many of these ideas are based on outdated or incorrect understandings of female anatomy and psychology. A common myth is that a woman's vagina becomes loose if she is sexually active or has had multiple sexual partners. This belief is entirely false. The vagina is a muscle that is naturally elastic and flexible. It can expand and contract as needed, such as during intercourse or childbirth, and return to its original state afterward. Vaginal tightness or looseness is not an indicator of a woman's sexual activity, but rather a reflection of her body's natural variation and muscle tone. Some people mistakenly believe that changes in vaginal lubrication levels can indicate whether a woman is sexually active. However, vaginal lubrication is influenced by many factors, including hormonal changes, stress, diet, and overall health. Whether a woman is sexually active or not has little impact on her body's natural ability to produce lubrication, and these fluctuations are a normal part of life for all women. Another myth is that a woman's breast size or shape can change due to sexual activity. While breast size can fluctuate due to hormonal changes, weight gain or loss, and pregnancy, sexual activity has no direct impact on breast size or development. These changes are natural and occur in all women regardless of their sexual experiences. The third one, psychological and emotional considerations. While there are no reliable physical signs that whether a woman has been sexually active, there may be psychological and emotional indicators of someone's sexual experiences or lack thereof. However, it is important to note that these are not universal and individuals may process their experiences differently. Some women may feel insecure or ashamed about not being sexually active, especially if they perceive societal pressure to engage in sex. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy or isolation or embarrassment, particularly in environments where sexual activity is seen as a social norm or expectation. Women who have been sexually active may experience anxiety or fear surrounding physical intimacy, particularly if they have little knowledge or experience with sex. This fear can stem from societal pressure, personal insecurities, or lack of proper sexual education. Conversely, some women may feel completely at ease with their choice not to engage in sexual activity and have no fear of intimacy. On the other hand, many women who have chosen not to be sexually active may feel empowered by their decision. They may view it as a reflection of their independence, self-confidence, and autonomy over their own bodies. In these cases, the absence of sexual activity is not seen as a lack, but rather than a personal choice that aligns with their values and life goals. The fourth one we'll be looking at is cultural and societal influence on sexual activity myths. The myths surrounding sexual activity are deeply entrenched in cultural and societal beliefs. Different cultures places varying levels of importance on a woman's sexual history, often tying it to concept of purity, morality, and marriageability. In many religious traditions, premarital sex is considered immoral and virginity is highly valued. These beliefs can contribute to the pressure some women feel to remain sexually inactive, as well as stigma they may face if they are perceived as sexually active. Women from conservative or religious backgrounds may encounter more significant challenges when navigating their sexual choices. Popular culture also plays a significant role in shaping societal views on sexual activity. Movies, TV shows, music, and social media often glamorize or dramatize sexual relationships, creating unrealistic expectations about sex and relationships. This can contribute to the pressure some women feel to conform to this societal standard, leading to feeling of shame or inadequacy if they are not sexually active. The fifth thing we will be treating is the impact of not being sexually active on the body. Contrary to popular belief, the absence of sexual activity does not cause any significant changes to a woman's body. However, certain physiological and psychological benefits are associated with sexual activity, although this can be achieved in other ways as well. The vagina is a self-cleaning organ, and regular sexual activity is not necessary for maintaining its health. However, for some women, sexual activity may promote increased blood flow to the vaginal area and contribute to lubrication. Women who are not sexually active can still maintain good vaginal health through proper hygiene, diet, and regular gynecological checkups. Some women believe that regular sexual activity is necessary to maintain pelvic floor muscle strength, but this is not true. Pelvic floor exercise, such as Kegel exercise, can help strengthen these muscles regardless of sexual activity. These exercises can improve bladder control, support vaginal health, and contribute to overall well-being. It is important to recognize that every woman's sexual experiences, or lack thereof, are unique. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to understanding a woman's sexual activity, and it is important to avoid making assumptions based on outdated myths or stereotypes. A woman's age and life stage can influence her sexual experiences. Some women may not engage in sexual activity until later in life due to personal choices, religious belief, or cultural influences. Others may be sexually active from a younger age. There is no right time to become sexually active, and women should feel empowered to make choices that align with their values and comfort levels. Some women may simply choose not to be sexually active because it is not a priority for them. This choice does not necessarily reflect a lack of sexual desire or interest, but rather a personal preferences that is valid and deserves respect. Others may prioritize sexual activity as an important part of their relationships or personal fulfillment. So we move on to the seventh one: how to have open and respectful conversations about sexual activity. Given the sensitive nature of sexual activity, it is important to approach conversations about it with respect, openness, and empathy. Judgment, assumptions, and intrusive questions can cause harm, especially when addressing personal choices about sexual activity. It is important to respect a woman's privacy when it comes to her sexual history. Sexual activity is a personal matter, and no one should feel pressured to disclose or justify their choices. Setting boundaries and avoiding intrusive questions is key to fostering healthy, open conversations. Comprehensive sexual education is important to dispelling myths and misconceptions about sexual activity. Providing accurate information about anatomy, sexual health, and consent can empower individuals to make informed choices. To conclude this, we'll come to the breaking the stigma and promoting understanding. The idea that there are identifiable signs of whether a woman has been sexually active is rooted in cultural myths and misconceptions. In reality, there are no reliable physical indicators, and each woman's sexual experience is unique and personal. By breaking down these myths, promoting comprehensive sexual education, and encouraging open conversations, we can move towards a more respectful and understanding approach to women's sexual health and choices. Every woman deserves to feel confident in her decisions about her body, free from judgment or stigma. That's a wrap for today. I hope you learned something. If you do, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Leave a comment in the comment section. Kindly like this video to help reach out to others who is in need of this. Share with friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.